Welcome to my channel. So in this video, we are going to solve the circuit analysis problem using nodal method. Okay, nodal analysis method. So it is a May 2019 question. So you see the question, find the node voltages in the circuit shown in figure below and find the power delivered by the independent current source. Okay, so using nodal analysis, we have to find the power delivered by the independent current source. So you see the circuit. In the circuit, there are two current sources are there. So this current source, that is, if you are drawing one circle, within that one we are putting one arrow means with this current source value is given as 3 amps. So this 3 amps is a independent current source. That is with respect to, that is irrespective of anything, this current source is always producing the current value is 3 amps. Okay, it is an independent current source. And one more current source you see. So that is we are one rectangle. So in that rectangle box, we are putting one arrow. The value it is mentioned as 2ix. Okay. So what is the current value? The current source value of this one means 2 into ix. That is multiplication of 2 into the current ix. So where the ix is there means you see in the given circuit, the ix is the current flowing through this 2 ohm resistor. So current flowing through this branch, it is said to be the ix. Okay. So this current source value, it is depending upon the current flowing through this 2 ohm resistor. So that's why this current source is called as dependent current source. Okay. So current flowing through the 2 ohm resistor, depending upon that value, the current source value is depending. That's why this is called as dependent current source. This is independent current source. So our question is to power delivered by the independent current source. So what is the power delivered by this independent current source? We have to find out. So if you want to find the power means the power P equal to V into I. Okay. So by the product of this current into the voltage across this in this node. So now we have to find out the nodal voltage. Okay, so using nodal voltage method, we are going to solve this problem. Okay, so what is mean by nodal analysis method? In nodal analysis method, first we have to identify how many nodes are there. We have to identify. So you see, this one is a one node. That is node means that is more than 3 or more than 3 connection is said to be the node. So you see, this is one node. Okay, in this junction, this current source, this 2 amps resistor and 4 ohm resistor is connected. Okay, but this is one node. Similarly, you see this one is a one node. So here 2 ohm, 8 ohm, 4 ohm is connected. This is one node. And this point is also another one node. So here 3 branches are there. So and this one is a one node, but this node is said to be the reference node. So no need to consider one. Okay. So the first one, there are 3 nodes in the given circuit. So let the nodes are A, B, C. And the voltages at that nodes are VA, VB, VC respectively. Okay. But you see the voltage at node A is VA. You just consider voltage at B, node B is VB, and the voltage at this node is VC. You just consider. Then in nodal analysis method, we are going to write the KCL equation. In order to write the KCL equation, first we have to mark branch currents. So current we have to mark in all branches. Okay, you see in this branch, what is the current is flowing? 3 amps current source. Okay, then in this branch, in the question itself, the current is given, it is Ix. Okay, you just mark the current flowing through this 4 ohm resistor as some variable I1. Okay, similarly, so this Ix current is flowing here, and when we are coming to this node B, again this Ix current is divided into two things. One is I2 and another one is I2. So we are marking the current flowing through this 4 ohm resistor is I2. And here the current flowing through this 8 ohm resistor is I3. Okay. And so here there is a dependent current source is there. So but first of all, we have to see in all branches, we are marking the currents or not, we have to verify. Okay. So we marked all the currents. Okay. So the current direction, so you have to choose any direction. So this one, that is either from left to right or right to left, we have to write anything. Okay, so here we are marking the current direction like this. Okay, so next one we have to apply. So nodal analysis means in the nodal analysis we are going to write KCL equation. Mesh analysis means we are going to write we have to write the KVL equation. So here we are going to follow the method nodal analysis. So in nodal analysis we have to write KCL. So KCL means Kirchhoff's current law. So we have to apply Kirchhoff's current law to each node. Okay. So first one, apply Kirchhoff's current law to node A. Upon node A, so you know Kirchhoff's current law. What is Kirchhoff's current law? For any junction, the sum of incoming current is equal to sum of outgoing current. So you see the node A. So for this node A, what is this 3 amps current? This 3 amps current is a incoming current. Okay. And this Ix is a outgoing current. So from node A, the current is emerging. So this is outgoing current. Similarly, what is I1? It is also a outgoing current. So you know, according to the Kirchhoff's current law, the sum of incoming current is equal to sum of outgoing current. But here only one incoming current, 3. Okay. And what are the two outgoing current? Ix and I1. About 3 equal to Ix plus I1. So this is one equation you just consider. Okay. So now we have to find out the value of Ix and Iy in terms of this nodal voltages. But you see, what is Ix? You see, the Ix is nothing but current flowing through the 2 ohm resistor. Okay. But in the 2 ohm resistor, what is that is according to the Ohm's law, the current is nothing but it is a ratio of voltage divided by the resistance value. Okay. So what is the potential drop across this 2 ohm resistor? That is, if the current is flowing like this means, so in a starting point of the current, what is the voltage available? We are considering voltage at node A is VA. Similarly, voltage at the ending point of this 2 ohm resistor is VB. So the current Ix can be written as VA minus VB divided by the resistance value 2. Okay. So you see, Ix equal to VA minus VB divided by 2. So similarly, the current I1. Okay. So what is the current I1? The I1 is a current flowing through the 4 ohm resistor. So the current I1 is nothing but, so this I1, this I1 is starting from this node. This I1 is ending to the C node. But what is the potential difference between the node A and the node C? VA minus voltage at node C divided by the resistance value 4. Okay. So but now that is that is Ix and I1 value we calculated. So substituting this Ix value and I1 value in above equation. So by above equation, we get 3 equal to VA minus VB by 2 plus VA minus VC by 4. But here, you just split the terms. You take LCM. So 2, 4. LCM is 4. So 2 VA minus 2 VB plus VA minus VC. And you collect the term. So this is 2 VA. This is 1 VA. So 3 VA minus 2 VB minus VC divided by 4. Okay. So here this 4 you cross multiply to this left side. So 4 into 3, 12. So 12 equal to 3 VA minus 2 VB minus VC. So you can consider this is equation number 1. Okay. So then next one we have to apply the Kirchhoff's current law to node B. Okay. So for node B, you see the 3 current. This Ix is a, for node B, Ix is a incoming current. And what is I2? I2 is a outgoing current. I3 is a outgoing current. So for node B, Ix equal to I2 plus I3. Okay. So for node B, the KCL equation is Ix equal to I2 plus I3. So already we derived the value of Ix. So what is the value of Ix? VA minus VB by 2. Okay. And what is the value of I2 and I3? You see the diagram. So what is I2? I2 is nothing but current flowing through this resistor. Okay. Through the 4 ohm resistor. But this current, it starts at the node. So what is the voltage at the node B? VB. And this current, it will end at the node, this node. What is this node? This is the reference node. That is voltage at this reference node is 0. So how to write this I2? VB minus 0 divided by 4. So you see the VB value, that is so the I2 current is, I2 is VB minus 0 divided by 4. And I3 is, you see I3, what is I3? Current flowing through the 8 ohm resistor. So VB minus VC divided by 8 ohm. VB minus VC divided by 8. Already Ix is VA minus VB divided by 2. So substituting these 3 value in the above equation. So we get like this. So you just take LCM. So after simplification, we will get the answer as 4 VA minus 7 VB plus VC equal to 0. This is the equation number 2. Okay. So similarly, we have to apply KCL to node C. So node C, you see, this is node C. So for this node C, what are the current? This I1 current is a incoming current. Okay. Then I3 is also a incoming current. And this 2 into Ix is a outgoing current. So I1 is incoming, I3 is incoming, 2 into Ix is outgoing. So I1 plus I3 equal to I1 plus I3 equal to 2 into Ix. So we have to substitute the value of I1, I3, Ix in the above equation, and we have to take LCM and rearrange the equation, means we will get the equation like this. Okay. So we got the three equations in terms of the variable VA, VB, VC. Okay. So we have to write the equation number 1 and equation number 2. Okay, these are all the three equations. So we have to write these three equations in the matrix form. We can easily solve the variable VA, VB, VC. Okay. So but here that is the VA, VB, VC is the node voltages at node A, node B, node C. Okay, that is our question. So but here you can write the first row as in first equation the coefficient of VA 3, coefficient of VB is minus 2, the coefficient of VC is minus 1. Similarly, in the second equation, coefficient of VA is 4, coefficient of VB is minus 7, coefficient of VC is 1. Similarly, the third equation you write the variable VA, VB, VC equal to the constant 12, 0 and 0. Okay. So but from this, we have to find the determinant value. So this 3 by 3, 3 cross 3 matrix, we have to calculate the determinant value. It is minus 30, we calculated. So next one, del VA, we have to calculate it. What is del VA? In the 3 by 3 matrix, replace this first column. Okay, this first column by this constant value 12, 0, 0. So for 12, 0, 0, the remaining two columns, we have to take it as its side. And we have to find the value, means the answer is minus 144. Okay. Similarly, del VB. What is del VB? In the 3 by 3 matrix, the second column, okay, you just replace the second column by this constant value 1200. So you just calculate the answer minus 72. Similarly, the del VC is replace the third column by the constant value. So we calculated the answer is 72. So after that, the node voltages are calculated as what is node voltage VA? VA is said to be the ratio of del VA divided by del. So minus 144 divided by minus 30. So the answer is 4.8 volt. Similarly, the voltage at node B is del VB divided by del. So the answer is minus 72 divided by minus 30, 2.4 volt. Similarly, the VC voltage at node C is del VC divided by del. So 72 divided by minus 30, it is minus 2.4 volt. So these are all the node voltages. Okay, node voltages. So but what is the question you see? For the given diagram, the question is to find node voltages. So all node voltages we calculated. And the next one is the power delivered by the independent current source. So you see this current source, this voltage. What is the voltage across this current source? So voltage at this node is VA. So for power delivered by the particular current sources, so you see the power delivered by the independent current source P equal to V into I. So what is the voltage at that current source? It is a VA into the current source value. So the VA value we calculated as a 4.8 volt and the current source value 3. So totally we will get the answer 14.4 watts. Okay, this is the thing. And in the question, the branch currents are not at all asking, but how to calculate, I will tell. Okay. So the branch, after calculating the value of VA, VB, VC, if in the question, the branch currents are asking, means we have to find like this. Okay. So already you know the value of Ix. Okay. So what is Ix? Ix is a current. You see the diagram. Ix is a current flowing through this branch. What is Ix? VA minus VB divided by 2. Okay. So already we have the equation. But in the equation, we have to substitute the value of VA and VB. But here, the Ix is equal to VA minus VB divided by 2. So substitute the value of VA is 4.8, VB is 2.4 divided by 2. We will get the answer 1.2 amps. Similarly, the I1 is VA minus VC divided by 4. So you just calculate. Similarly, I2 is VB by 4. So it is 0.6 amps. I3 is VB minus VC divided by 8. It is a 0.6 amps. Okay. So in this manner, we have to calculate the branch currents. Okay. So this is the one of the method, the nodal analysis. Okay. Here in this problem, the given circuit is having this is a dependent current source. This is a independent current source. Okay. So two current source circuit is given. So by using for the given circuit using nodal analysis, we calculated the nodal voltages as well as the power delivered by this current source we calculated. Okay, so thanks for watching. So please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.